When stepping outside, you'd most likely expect to see a dog or a cat on the street, not a lion. As ridiculous as that is to say, somehow wild animals have found themselves in the middle of populated neighborhoods. These are times that wild animals roamed through the city. A mountain lion is caught on camera rushing through the neighborhoods in California. This would be a terrible day to walk your dog. Next up, a group of warthogs walk around in a city in Israel. Imagine going grocery shopping and encountering a snake on the shelves. Yikes. In this scene, we see a leopard leap from the inside of a home gate out into the street. It jumps at a bus driver, but luckily the window protected him. I have no idea how this leopard was in this setting to begin with, but let's just hope the city was able to deal with this troublesome situation. That was a leopard in a town, and here's a lioness caught on CCTV camera roaming a city in India. Let's hope nobody's out for a late-night walk. Here's another group of lions caught on camera hopping over a fence. A kangaroo is seen bouncing through the streets of Florida. Bouncing around through the street may have been fun and games for a while, but all actions have consequences. That kangaroo ended up having a run-in with the cops, and so did this alligator. This puma got lost in a city in Chile during the times of lockdown. A rare sight to see two moose duking it out in the middle of the road. That's a new one. I definitely can't say I've seen a rhino hold up traffic before. A black bear seems to be following the same trend. At least those animals left the cars alone, unlike these elephants. On the bright side, no major injuries occurred, but explaining this to insurance might be a tough cookie. These penguins somehow found themselves walking the streets in South Africa. A tiger wandering the streets in a village is a very scary thing to see. Next up, we see dolphins that happen to find themselves in the canals of Venice, Italy. Someone might need to call the gardener after this. A rare civet cat is seen walking in a city in India. This alligator needed to cool off, but chose to do so in someone's backyard, but they didn't seem to mind. The same can't be said for these guys dragging this alligator out of town rapidly. People were shocked when they saw this moose going on a shopping trip. No idea what this leopard has against motorcycles. In the next scene, we see a large group of otters visiting the town and going for a walk together. A porcupine is caught poking his nose in an area you won't normally catch him. In this next scene, an endless amount of monkeys arrived in a city in India, blocking traffic and pathways for many. This young tiger being kept as a pet illegally in Texas ended up breaking loose, creating a pretty scary situation for nearby residents. The authorities chose to confiscate the tiger and relocate it to an animal sanctuary. These lions wandering the streets are definitely equally as scary.
ભાગો તમે.
Imagine stepping outside to see a swarm of goats as large as this. That was a swarm of goats, and here are a swarm of sheep on the road. Next, we see a bear hanging on top of a garbage truck. I've got no idea how he got up there to begin with, but let's hope he gets down safely. This lion and tiger happen to be hanging out on a rooftop, somewhere they're probably least expected. After the unfortunate event of a flood hitting a zoo in Georgia, many animals held captive roamed the streets afterwards. Eventually, the proper authorities were able to secure most of the animals that got loose. This store ended up with a big problem when a monitor lizard showed up. The lizard also somehow found its way up to the top shelf, ruining many goods on the way up. That's gonna do it for this video. If you found this video interesting, let us know which of these animal invasions you found the most shocking. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Catch you next time.